But anyway, we'll get into the top 10, though, which Kevin's going to do most of the talking because he's the one who knows every song.
Never.
But number 10 is Fast Hand.
I never meant to be a bad man. I just had a fast hand. Ain't gonna be nothing in hell. I haven't lived through hell. And I'm just gonna walk out. I never meant to be a bad man. I just had a fast hand.
Fast Hand is off of Black Sheep, and
Which is an EP.
Yeah, and the Black Sheep album, I remember when he was on stage in Rock Island talking about it, he kind of talked about how when he did the Black Sheep album, it was kind of like I think he used the word like musical exodus or something. Like he just kind of got away from things and just kind of made something new and different and just kind of reinvented how he thought about things. And so the Black Sheep album, it's probably my least listened to album with the exception of Fast Hand because I love this song. I kind of mentioned in other podcasts about, for some reason I love these songs about like, you know, fictional murder that's in a song, and so this song Fast Hand
Kevin loves murder.
I don't know, like it's just like westerns and shit. I just love it all. And so this song is about the narrator he's got a fast hand. He's quick to the draw, you know, with his handgun, kind of like in the Old West. And some dude challenges him, and he's like, I didn't want to kill him, but the guy was just, you know, wanted to have a piece of me, and then he shoots him and kills him, but no one was there to see it, and so he's gonna go down for murder because there's a dead body in him, and so he's just kind of on the run, and he's just dealing with his demons, and because of what he's done.
It's a very country song.
And I love it.
All of these are very country songs.
He doesn't make bad music, folks.
Yeah, it's true. But anyway, number 9, She's All Mine.
She's that Fort Worth, Texas girl. She's every girl in the world. She's all mine. She's all mine. The devil tells me lies most every night, but I don't wander through the darkness. She's my light.
This is probably my favorite love song by him. I know you like No Words.
Yeah, because I was there. This one and then
No Words.
and well, I'm getting to a point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
No, but with this one, yeah. So this is a love song off of his latest album. I was shocked when I was looking at your list that you had so much from the latest album, despite it being a very good album.
Yeah.
But my favorite love song off of that album is No Words, and so when you had She's All Mine on there, I was just like, I mean, respect, but also I like the other one better.
Respect, but also fuck you.
Also, you're wrong.
You're wrong. It's wrong. But yeah, you can tell by the song title, it's just a love song to his wife, and it's just like, yeah, she's all mine.
Yeah, I think, especially with the latest album, you can kind of tell throughout his albums that the production value has been getting better and better each time. And this is another one that just has, I don't know, just the players on it just doing really good. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Number 8, Somewhere in the Middle.
But I learned more on the freight docks, driving forklifts on the 3 o'clock a.m. shift in the wintertime. Man, it got cold. Selling guitars on the West Coast, going hungry, chasing ghosts around and around we would go. I saw it all tending bar at night, treating saints and sinners right is a good thing to do all the time. You never know who you're talking to, but always know who's watching you. Keep your feet moving straight down the line.
This is off of Less Wise.
About me being a middle child.
Yep. Somewhere in there.
I'm somewhere in the middle. No one really knows or cares.
If I were to have to rank the albums, which I'm about to do now, I would say Adobe Sessions is the best album because I honestly think that every song on that album is just amazing, and it's just good. I remember someone tweeted out one time, like, tweet out an album that you think is perfect. You wouldn't swap out any of the songs. I'm like, Adobe Sessions. So I think Adobe Sessions is best, but then I think Less Wise is his next best because it's just, I feel like the songwriting on that album is just tremendous, and that feeding into this song somewhere in the middle, it's just kind of it's so full of knowledge and wisdom that he kind of like throws it at you kind of rapid fire when he comes into the chorus.
Yeah.
But I just love how the whole sentiment is, he like went to college for a year, but then like wasn't feeling it and just kind of went out into the world and just like started to live life and learn things. And he says he learned way more doing all these, jobs to, work just enough to get by, but not, lose your life in your work, and then also, treat people well, and all these things that you learn through just basically living life, like actual life, rather than going to college and doing that other stuff. And just the way that he learned, and just, basically saying that being somewhere in the middle, on the socioeconomic bracket, and also just, on feelings about things, not going too overblown one way or the other, and just kind of sitting in the middle is just fine. And I just think it's really, really cool sentiment, especially for like on your first album dropping a song with this kind of weight behind it.
Yeah. I think my favorite album, it's like a tie between Adobe Sessions and I'm Not the Devil, because those two are just amazing.
Yeah, I think Adobe Sessions is just damn good.
Yeah, it's so good. But speaking of it, it's not on that album, but Give All You Can, number 7.
You give all you can. You give all you can. When you give all you can, give some more. Till you spend all your time. Till you spend your last dime. Tell me, brother, where you living for? Where you living for?
I just really like this one because it's a
Because
very...
he repeats "Give All You Can" 3 times.
Yeah, and I know that's your favorite thing about songs. No, I just really like it because it's a super uplifting song about, like, be a good person and just, when you give all you can, and when you've given all you can, just give some more. Like, it's just
But she's giving it all I can, Captain.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
Yeah, I love Cody Jinks, obviously, and so I do love this song, but the fact that he repeats himself, like, I just feel like he's building really well, and then when it lands with just give all you can, give all you can, you give all you can, give some more, I'm like, okay, like, that's where we landed. Like, we were building so nicely, and there's so much wisdom, and then that's where we landed, but I'm fine with it because he's amazing.
It's because Kevin's on all the drugs right now.
All of them.
He can't think clearly.
Cocaine.
But also from the same album is number 6, I'm Not the Devil.
I'm not the devil you think that I am. Ain't no excuse, but I'm just a man. I slipped and I fell and got out of hand. I'm not the devil you think that I am.
This song is just, it's a cheating song.
It's tremendous.
And it's just about a guy who's just like, I know I fucked up, but I'm not like this terrible person you think I am.
Yeah.
I fucked up. I'm not going to lie about it. I know I did, but I think you should try and see it in you to forgive me.
Yeah,
Like,
he says, I'm just a man, but I really like that
ain't no
line.
excuse,
Yeah,
but
and I like the line because it's not saying I'm just a man like, men just cheat, that's what we do. It's
Yeah.
kind of more, I'm human, I'm flawed,
Yeah.
I ran into this thing, and it, he says, like, I got out of hand, and,
Yeah.
shit went down, and, just if you're willing to wait, I'll prove to you someday that I'm worth the wait.
Yeah.
This one, I do absolutely love this song, but after seeing, so he wrote it with Ward Davis. After seeing Ward Davis perform this live, I like
As
Ward
a piano
Davis.
ballad?
It's a piano ballad when he does it, and when I saw him do it live, I like his version better. It's
yeah?
it's just as a piano ballad. It's just yeah.
well, as
Check it
someone
out.
who's never seen Ward Davis live,
He does have the Ward Davis version is on Spotify. Go check it out.
is it piano on there too?
and it's really fucking good.
Out.
Yeah, it's really good.
I've listened to a lot of Ward Davis, but I haven't gone deep into his.
Ward Davis is one that people need to dive into.
Yeah, he's one I need to listen to more. I just haven't because I listen.
There's a lot of hair between Ward Davis and Cody Jinks, and it's glorious.
And Whitey Morgan.
Oh yeah,
they're all hairy beard men.
And Tony Martinez.
Yeah, he's just a hairy tank top man. Anyway, number 5, Mama Song.
Hey, I'm doing alright, Mama, I'm okay. I know your late night talks with Jesus have helped me on my way. I know it wasn't always easy raising my father's son. And your son will be alright if the shows keep coming. This old guitar and me are still strumming. I know you always do, I always took it way too far. But I'm doing alright now, Mama. I'm doing alright now, Mama. I'm doing alright now, Mama. I'm doing okay.
I just
This is about his dad.
I just really love this song. It's just the premise is kind of simple. Where he's talking about how, he's just talking to his mother before shows. Like he's just saying, like he's writing this song to talk about, like, to thank his mom because he like calls his mom before shows, and she's like, his original supporter in every way, and she's always there for him. And him being him, he knows that he's kind of freaked her out before, and like he's just saying, you don't have to worry about me. I'm doing okay. I'm doing this, and I'm gonna be all right. And just thank you for being there for me. And I just really love it.
Yeah, because Kevin's a weirdo and he likes his mom.
Hi, Mom.
Number 4, Cowboys and Aliens. Wait, Hippies and Cowboys.
Raising hell with the hippies and the cowboys. They don't care about no trends. They don't care about songs that sell. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be gone. So tonight everybody just sing along. Raising hell with the hippies and the cowboys. I've been standing on the outside for all
Harrison Ford.
This is the song
Harrison
where
Ford, Daniel Craig.
both of them.
They're both in that movie.
Yeah.
I never actually saw it.
It's not great. It's not like the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not great.
You could imagine that when I saw the title Cowboys and Aliens, I was like, nah.
I think it was a comic book. That's why it's a weird-ass movie.
Yeah, I just saw it. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
I watched it. I think I went over to a buddy's house and he legally downloaded it, and we watched it.
Paid for it in full.
Yes, exactly. But Hippies and Cowboys is not about cowboys or aliens. Well, it's about cowboys, but
And hippies, who are basically aliens. I love this song because it talks about these two groups of people, the hippies and the cowboys, that, on the surface you wouldn't think that they would ever get along. But being a fan of his music that Cody Jinks is making, it's just being authentic, and both of those people don't really give a shit about the popular shit and the trends and all that crap. Yeah. And so they get along at this show. And he just hangs out with them, and that's the crowd.
Love the music.
Exactly, and that's the crowd he wants to hang out with, where they're just authentic people being true to themselves. So regardless of all the other shit that they might care about, they care about the good music and just being
that's
there.
The thing. If you are a country music fan, you know this. If you're not, if you are, you're probably listening to this because you like Cody Jinks. But if you really look at it, a lot of people don't know this, that country music is either very liberal or very conservative.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you look at Margot Price, Jason Isbell, they're super liberal. If you look at, the really mainstream guys, those guys are all conservative and they
Toby
hunt and
Keith
whatnot.
And
like
Aaron Lewis.
Even though I heard... Yeah, Aaron Lewis for sure. I heard Toby Keith is Democrat, actually, but I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't care.
Put on the act.
But yeah, and that's the thing is, it shouldn't matter. Obviously, there are dumbasses who are like, I don't listen to Isbell because he likes Obama or something like that. And
How dare he have a thought that's different than mine?
Yeah, but so that's the thing is that if you really look at it, like it's very conservative or very liberal, but at the same time, people get along and listen to the same stuff. Like, I don't like.
It's like the Sonny Sweeney song But you like country music.
Yeah, exactly.
It's exactly what it is.
Ronald Reagan poster on your wall.
You find this common ground, and like in this song where he kind of talks about it, it's really just it's the authenticity and being true to yourself that matters more, because you're not chasing all these trends and trying to be cool and not being yourself. If you're authentic and you are yourself, you'll get along with the hippies and the cowboys.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that about country music, because obviously we're right in the middle pretty much, and it's just we don't have
somewhere
to worry.
in the middle is just fine.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about any of that crap. We just like the music, and it's amazing. And I don't care where you lean politically. The top three, I could interchange them anywhere in the top three. They're all so freaking good.
I would, the 1 and 2, I would leave where they are because I have to in my brain.
Yeah, anyway. But, well, no, for me, I can interchange it. But number 3 is rock and roll.
And I don't mean to disappoint you, but you know I'm going to. Sometimes I'd lay it all down and come back home. Yeah, the crowd was a whole lot bigger when you were out there in the center. I don't want to miss you anymore. I don't need that whiskey anymore. I don't want to rock and roll.
I don't remember if this is the first song I heard by him or not, but this is one that I've been in love with forever. It's just this song where it's a guy talking about, like, I don't need rock and roll because it's only tried to kill me. Why am I doing this? I don't need whiskey. It's only trying to kill me. Why do I need this? And then it turns into, like, I don't want to miss you anymore because, like, you're killing me.
Yeah,
much.
he needs to settle down with it's like the hard rockin' lifestyle, obviously, rock and roll. And he's just like, I need to settle down. It's what I want to do. All this shit is killing me, and I just, I want to be with you because that is also killing me, not being with you.
Yeah, and it's
a beautifully played song.
Yeah, it's very a somber song, and it's amazing, and it's one of my favorites of his.
Another reason why Adobe Sessions is amazing.
Yeah. And then number 2 is not on Adobe Sessions, but still really good, is Alone.
Well, I'm gonna finish this pot of coffee, and I'm gonna put me another on. Well, I might grab my threadbare Martin and pick me out a song. I know I'll sit right here, I'll smoke one more, and just enjoy the dawn. I'm not angry, I just want to be alone.
I love this song, and I do love the minute-and-a-half gap between the end of the song and then the second song that starts. It's part of what makes it great.
I don't like the gap, but I love the 2 songs.
Yes, it's got 2 songs. It's amazing.
But you know what? The clip I'm going to put of the song in there is just going to be silence. It's just going to be the entire gap. It's just going to be quiet.
I'm perfectly fine with that. It matters. The gap matters.
But the song, we could talk about both of the songs that are in it, the Untitled and Alone. Alone is awesome. It's just like about, I feel like it's like him, isn't it about him coming back from a tour?
Yeah, he wakes up in the morning and he's not angry or upset or anything. He just wants to be by himself. Yeah. He's got coffee. He's got weed. He's just got, he's going to pick up his guitar.
He's going to play.
And he's just going to be by himself. And he's just saying, like, I'm not upset about anything, like talking to his significant others. Like, I'm not upset. I just want to be alone. And I think that's such a interesting song and a great idea, because I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't do ever. They don't just take some alone time just to chill. Yeah. And your alone time, just being by yourself and, being with yourself, is sometimes some of the greatest times of just introspection, getting over things, thinking about things. And so this idea of just like, I am good, but I'm just going to take some alone time and be me. Yeah. I think it's great.
Yeah, and then the second part of the song, after the 5,000-mile gap between the two, is just, I love it because it's just ripping Nashville music and new asshole. It's just like, you're a pop fan, you're a pop music,
and it's just like
and
he's basically just talking to the audience of like a live show where he's just like, thank you for being here, and I appreciate you, and if you don't ever come back, the pleasure's been all mine, and all that shit, and then just the pay is just enough to get his band paid and a little bit of weed and like a 6-pack, and that's all he needs, and he'll be all right.
Yeah, and then I just love, because it reminds me of when we saw him in Peoria, where they had that middle stage thing that goes out in the crowd, and he's like, I ain't no Nashville pretty boy, I don't go out on that thing.
Exactly. He's like, I ain't going out there. I was like, yes.
Yeah, and so it's just, I love the song that it's just like, I'm just doing the music, I make music, I am not one of those pretty boy Nashville guys, this is just the music.
Yeah, and I love the line about the music where just like, I never claimed that it was anything, and I just let it be what it is. Like, I never tried to call it anything, so I just let my music speak for what itself, basically just saying, my music is country music. You know that it's country music. It's obvious that it's country music. I'm not going to try to throw any brands or anything on it. You realize what it is. Let's just fucking
what is
let's
the
go.
lyric? It's like, it's a pop record, man.
You're a Nashville fan.
If you
could sing, man, you'd have it made.
Yeah. It's such a great just diss of just like, fuck Nashville.
Exactly.
And I love that song. I just wish they were two separate songs and there wasn't a fucking minute gap between
You listen to that gap and you think about how great the first part was and get all excited about the second part.
No.
And if anyone's listening right now and you haven't realized that is what's going on, because I know that it's very possible that you could be a person who listens to Cody Jinks
and
randomly.
Like, why is there such a long end?
Dad, if you're listening when you're brewing and there's just a gap and you're kind of confused and then the next song plays, but then you keep looking for what that second song is, it's the same song. That's why you think that there's a hidden song out there somewhere. I don't actually know that my dad thinks this, but I'm just assuming that could be the case.
Uncle Jerry, you're going crazy.
It is not Eric Church.
It is not. This is Cody Jinks, not Eric Church. But anyway, number one is one of the saddest fucking songs ever written, ever.
I think this might be the best song that's ever been made.
It's quite
I know
genuinely quite possible.
Like, I know what that sounds like when you say that.
Yeah.
But I've thought about it a long time, and it might be the best song that's ever been made. Yeah. From the sound of it and the instrumentation to the lyrics to the delivery. Yeah. It's just tremendous.
So number one is David.
I found his truck in the floodplain upside down. It was a hell of a rain. I don't know if he drowned or if he died on impact. Must have rolled 3 times. Yeah, the only thing to make matters worse that his mama's a late night ER nurse and he was DOA. She just about lost her mind.
It's just,
This is the saddest
it gives you
song.
fucking goosebumps. It's just, if obviously you just heard part of the clip, but because I'm going to put the chorus in where it talks about
Spoilers.
Yeah. And so pretty much what it is he grew up with a buddy, and they ended up kind of splitting because Cody Jinks joined the Corps, and the other guy just stayed at home. And he talks about how it's a dead-end town, so it's either you go to work or you go to war, or you just get stuck in the town and you get in a rut. And so that's what happens to his friend, and when he comes back, he joins the police force because he wants to, be in town, but he wants to be doing something. And he finds out when he gets back that his buddy has like a record. He has 2 kids and a wife, but he's not really being good to them. And one night he's on patrol, and the guy, he bumps the Whalers, as he says. He flips the lights on to try and get his buddy to slow down, but instead he doesn't know it's him, so he takes off, and then he crashes and dies. And then the whole sadness of the chorus happens, where you find out when
that's not even the sad part.
Yeah, when he gets to the hospital, he's dead on arrival, and his mom is the nurse at the hospital, and it's just.
Oh, but it doesn't just stop there, because
and
he talks about
he meets with his wife, and
meets with the wife, and talks, tells stories about David, and always make her smile, and it's just.
But then it always goes back
to that
remembering how he died.
Yeah,
it's just,
but it's such a great song. It's obviously a tragic story, but I love all the little pieces of info that he scatters throughout it that kind of paint the picture of the town and the setting of just him and David are just like kind of like loners in high school, like not not in like a weirdo way, but just like kind of do their own thing.
Yeah.
And then they're in a poor town, so like you said, they go to they go to work or they go to war after they graduate, and so he goes to war, comes back, says nothing looks the same anymore, and he joins up with the police just because that kind of made sense. He didn't really have a plan, didn't know what to do, and then just the tragedy of the whole story.
Yeah, and then I just love every time we've seen him, or both times I've seen him, all 3 times you've seen him, just the second, sometimes it's not a fiddle, sometimes it's like a steel guitar that plays it, but just that first dun 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 at the start, it just gets you going.
The beginning of this song with the fiddle, when you listen to the recorded, that's one of my favorite fiddle lines I've ever heard in my life. It just it's also because I know that the rest of the song is amazing.
Yeah, but just that the musicianship in this movie is or song. I'm looking at my phone.
It could be a movie.
That would be a very depressing movie.
I'd watch
and it would win all the Oscars because someone in the movie's gay.
They have to make one of them gay and trans and minority. David's a black guy. All right, nailed it.
There we go.
Oscars.
Anyway, so do we have anything else to say about Cody Jinks?
He's the best.
Yeah,
I don't know how to say it.
Even though he's not the person I listen to the most because I just kind of listen to everything, I genuinely do think he's probably arguably, obviously, the best name in country music right now. It is.
He is the one I do listen to the most. I listen to a lot of shit. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's just the one that I will go back and binge the hardest, the most, and then listen to the most often.
I will go out of my way to throw on David a lot, or Rock and Roll, or Alone.
He's just amazing.
Yeah.
And all of the albums are good. Obviously, we have a lot of songs in this top 10 are from Adobe Sessions and from I'm Not the Devil.
Yeah.
But Less Wise, and then Less Wise being remastered or redone with redone with updated players on the instruments and him re-singing.
He's got also Whiskey Bent Hellbound on
Whiskey
there
Bent Hellbound and Family Tradition. I'm pretty sure. Isn't it Family Tradition?
I don't remember.
I think so.
I listen to the Hank Jr. versions,
but it's all amazing. So listen to it all basically, and then also listen to Ward Davis because they play a lot together, and he's great.
Yeah. Yes. 100%.